Be up, guys. Be up, guys. Welcome to the stream. Obviously, the reaction to the match yesterday, our first pre-season friendly against Vicente, or Vicente, however you like to say it. Portuguese team, of course. Very decent team, though, actually. I mean, we actually obviously got a partnership with this lot. That's why we played them. I mean, obviously, we actually played them earlier this year. In March, only beat them 1-0 then. So, it just shows they're a very decent team. They're not, well, okay, maybe one of the lower teams there, but still decent. You just cannot rule out any team. You'd say that about us sometimes. Smaller club or whatever. But they do well and they play some decent stuff. And I also have actually seen some positive stuff from us, encouraging stuff that I think I should be fairly confident with what I've seen. Yeah, it's only against this lot. It's only Vicente, but we didn't actually beat them. It was a draw, and we actually went behind as well. So, but there was we had quite a few chances, and even Thiago really could have had a hat trick because he got our equaliser, of course. We could have had more, but yeah. I like the way we sort of played at times. We played some really neat stuff, encouraging stuff. But before I really go into that properly, I want to address something that I've been sort of hearing. Well, obviously streams so far of certain channels, and I'm not going to mention them because they know they are, whether they're watching or not. Doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, it seems to be that they're cementing us as actual relegation candidates to be relegated. Yes, I think we're going to be in the bottom half. I do pretty much agree with that because we're losing our big players. We lost Norgard, we lost Bramo. We probably will lose Visser. That is the case, yeah, I know. I know we lose, but every club loses big players. It's how you replace them, isn't it? It's what you do to remedy the situation. And, I know we've got a lot to do. We've got a lot of replacements, especially Bramo. It's a big one to replace. We have, to a certain extent, replaced Norgard, I believe, I would say. But, there is probably another one maybe we could bring in there. And also, you've got to replace Visser. If Thiago carries on now and stays fit, I'm sure he will be the replacement. We've got Shardy still here. We have got quite other attacking, options. So we will need another striker, I think. I think we do need that, no doubt. But, as long as Thiago stays fit and plays well, he scored here. Anyone could have scored it, to be honest. It was a tap in. But anyway, it was great movement, though, across the area, and he scored. But obviously, I'm going into that very soon. As I say, I just want to address all this. What I'm hearing from certain channels on certain streams, that they're basically saying we're certs to go down. We're relegation fodder, cemented to go down. I saw one stream, I believe, it was on today, earlier this morning on the show. And again, I'm not going to name and shame who they were. But, a lot of streams saying, we're cemented, that there's no other way. I mean, no other teams, apart from us that go down. And yes, well, they've added Burnley, Leeds to it. Well, yeah, they've just come up. But how can you really say they're going to go down? I mean, we can keep saying, it'd be the top. The three that come up will always go down. You can't say that for sure. They might actually stay up this time. But I think there are sort of other teams in trouble. The likes of maybe West Ham, Wolves and things like that, who are losing players as well. They're losing big players. And why go for us? We are the target. A lot of teams want to see us struggle. Other teams want to see us go down. They hate us for some reason and want to see us go down and struggle and fail and go back down from the Premier. And yeah, I think we're not going to be up in the top 10. I can't see that this season. No Frank anymore. Andrews now. Well, as I say, I've seen things to be happy with, positives, to be honest, in that performance, that one performance yesterday, and there were a lot of positives, and a lot to be happy with and confident about. Yes, it's only a sort of another team. It's a friendly, pre-season friendly, but you got to work. You got to go on what you see and draw the positives from them. Obviously, we got QPR next. That's next Saturday at Loftus Road. So we'll see what we do there as well. But, after this one game, I'm fairly confident there's something we can go on. And I still think we're going to get players in. It's still going to happen. We're still transitional here with this. It's happening. And it's always going to be different when you get somebody new in, and it's going to take a slight bit of time. But as I say, I think what I've seen so far, I just don't know where they get this from, that we're definitely doomed to go down. Yes, it's a new manager. He's a rookie manager, you could say. But, you've got to start somewhere. We've done it before. We've done all this before. We changed and got rid of big players have left. Other managers have left that have done well. That's all happened. Okay, albeit that's not been in the Premier. It's been like lower leagues. So we're doing it while we're in the Premiership, which, maybe it's not ideal, but we had to do something because we knew we were losing Thomas Frank. We knew he was going. And yes, we got him from within, obviously the set-piece coach as such, but we could have gone for somebody bigger. We could have, I kept saying about O'Neill, Gary O'Neill, people like that, who you think, well, should keep us up, should be good enough, but you cannot always know for sure that these other big managers, top managers, will do a job. How could you know that for sure? What if we brought another big top manager, the experienced manager in, and he failed? We'd be getting rid of him, and people will say, "Well, why'd you buy him? Why'd you get him in as manager?" We took a gamble with this guy. Yeah, the gamble. There is a slight gamble with this bloke coming in, Keith Andrews, but he knows the team. He's in and around the team. Yeah, he was a set piece coach, but the players know him. And I said that article the other day about Mikael Damsgaard. He likes him. He gets on well with him. He knows him well and seems to get on well with him and like him. So if there's like and respect there, that goes a long way. Yeah, he's still got to work on other things. He's not just a set piece coach anymore. But he's going to get used to it. He's going to have a season to get used to it. Give him a chance. We've got to. It's we cannot have been guaranteed it because we got a really top manager in that he would do something. So anyway, I've got comments here from you, Warren. Thanks for being in here, buddy. Thanks again, bro. Hope you're well. Hello, mate. I hope that you're well. Yeah, I'm well. I hope you are too, bro. Hope you're doing good. I watched your stream again yesterday about Arsenal, about old Blobby Lyle, Blobby Vile, I should say. Absolute prick, absolute bellend, that bloke. well, supposed to be that AFTV top Arsenal channel, eh? He said head of the empire, a Luton Town fan. He don't know fuck all about Arsenal and can't do anything on Mastermind and fucking load of shit. Yeah, I love that, mate. That was good. You really exposed him for what he is. A big fat bullshitter. Yeah, Warren again, you are not certainties to go down. Man United are in more danger than you. Well, yeah, nobody's saying that. People saying, well, Man United are going to come back and it'll be fine now. There'll be no problem. Yeah, you've got new players in. Well, Bramo, yeah. What bad thing that'd be for him to go there and go down. You just well stay with us, but you know, I hope they don't for his sake. I hope he does well. I wish him luck because you know it's great for us, amazing. Yeah, no player is bigger than the club. Exactly, mate. 100%. Did Thomas Frank suggest to the board that Andrew should be appointed? I don't think he did as such. They probably might have asked him. Asked him for some advice over it, and maybe he might have said, "Well, he's pretty good. What he does, he could be a good one, maybe." But I don't think he would have actually gone there and said, "You know, this is who you should get." But I'm sure they would have got some advice from him. I would have thought. I believe you will definitely finish above United easily. Well, I hope so. But yeah, I just find that really a piss take that these people can cement us as actual totally relegation before anything's happened. The season hasn't even started. Nothing's happened yet. And we're getting said, you know, because obviously, yeah, we ain't got Thomas Frank anymore. Well, fucking no shit, Sherlock. You know, but you've got to move on. This shit happens. Shit happens. You have to move on. And of course it's going to be different. And of course you think, well, oh, because you ain't got him anymore. You ain't got him anymore. You ain't got him anymore. But you're fucked. You're done for. And I don't think that should be the case. Because if you get players in, you get quality in as well. You know, you're going to stay up. You get these players in. I mean, we've been looking at players and talking about players, and I'm sure Warren's pissed off with this, me saying about it, but there's Dyson Maeda. You know, if we got him in, you know, that'd be amazing. We'd fucking stay up a mile up if he comes in, I tell you. He's quality. And there is, you know, Hutchinson, you could say, and things like that. And there are others. We are looking at others. So we have got other players in mind. So don't think we're not doing anything and doing anything about it because that's wrong to think that. You know, we got contingencies in place, you know. Yeah, it's fucking disrespectful, mate. Exactly. It is, bro. Exactly. But there we go. That's what they think, that they hate the bees, didn't they? Some reason they got something against us. But I'll tell you what, you know, bees will come out stinging. You put them in a corner or put them somewhere, put them down, they're going to sting. And yeah, they can only sting once, as we know bees. Famously, the bees will only sting once, but if they have to, they will. And at the moment, I think that's what could happen. You know, people are going to force us to sting, I think. England stumbling to a draw with India at best. Yeah, exactly, mate. I've been watching it. Great start with 2 wickets, 2 early wickets, but now nothing. They're getting a good partnership now and whatever, so it could be, but I want to move away from that. I'm not talking about cricket at the moment, mate. I want to obviously get into this, really, and, you know, talk about this game. But I thought I would just address all that was being said. I hate it, really. and I hope we can prove those doubters wrong. I really do. The season hasn't started. Let's see what happens. And yeah, if they're right, if it happens to be true, I'll say fair dues and give them credit for it and whatever. But we ain't got there yet, and things can really change in that time. And we've got that investment now as well. They seem to forget we got the investment behind us as well now. So things can be done. And if this manager does fuck up, he's got to go anyway. We know that. As long as they deal with that, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they won't keep it going if it's failing. So anyway, I'll just bring this up. And this was obviously the match yesterday. I actually saw highlights of it in the end. I couldn't see it live or anything, a stream of it or whatever. So I managed to watch highlights, and what I saw the highlights, I thought we looked really good. Yes, we only drew, but I think I was encouraged by what I saw with us, and if we can keep certain players fit, like this Thiago, who scored, then why not? And we used so many players in the second half as well. Almost the whole subs bench, I think we used in the second half. But it's good to give all these players minutes and give them match time. You don't know who you're going to need, who you're going to need at some stage in the season. So to give players as many minutes as possible, match time, get them up to speed, get them used to it all again. And I think this is really good, a really good exercise for us, a good, run out. I really do. So Gil Vicente 1, Brentford 1. Thiago scores as Andrew's first game ends level. Igor Thiago scores as Keith Andrews' first game in charge of Brentford ends in a 1-1 pre-season friendly draw against Primera Liga side Gil Vicente at Estadio Cidade de Barcelos on Friday evening. Quiven Kelleher, Jordan Henderson and Anthony Malambo feature in a B shirt for the first time. And Aaron Hickey, Warren? Yes, Aaron Hickey plays in first team fixture after 21-month absence. Yeah, been a very long time. A very long time. But Gustavo Nunez forced off through injury. That's not good news, is it? Andrews, I was pleased overall, really pleased. Yeah. So that though about Aaron Hickey though, Warren, he got some game time, which is good, man. Brilliant. That's brilliant, buddy. Yeah. And hopefully we'll play a lot more this season. I hope, he'll stay fit because he's quality. He's an excellent player. Yeah. So Keith Andrews' first game in charge of Brentford ended in a 1-1 pre-season friendly draw against Primera Liga side Gil Vicente. As I say, we have a partnership with them. So we obviously play them now. We'll be playing them pretty much every season, I guess, at some stage. We played them earlier this year and beat them 1-0. And now 1-1. So, yeah. They're sort of, I don't know if they'll actually give us supply us with players or anything or some sort of thing or money or what sponsorship or whatever. But I know we're obviously in partnership with them. So, yeah, I think they're a good little club. I really rate them, really respectful. But anyway. Igor Thiago was on target for the Bees at Estadio Cidade de Barcelos on Friday evening, as the Bees stepped up their preparations for the 25-26 Premier League season. Summer signings Quiven Kelleher and Jordan Henderson started in the first half, with Anthony Malambo getting his first minutes in the Brentford shirt in the second period. Aaron Hickey played at right back after the interval, featuring in the first team fixture for the first time since October 2023. Yeah, 2023. That long ago. It's incredible. He's been out that long. It's such a shame because the guy is quality. Superb. Yeah. 24 players were involved in total. 24 players. For the visitors against the Portuguese top flight outfit, a strategic partner of the club. There you go. However, Gustavo Nunez was forced off for injury. That's not good news. Wanted him fit, wanted to see what he could do. But still, we've got a lot of players anyway. I guess we'll be fine with that, but hopefully we're getting fit and to play some part of next season. The West Londoners enjoyed plenty of early possession, with Fabio Carvalho having the first effort of the game within the opening 2 minutes, having won the ball back inside Gil Vicente's box after a Matthias Jensen long throwing. His low drive was blocked. On 10 minutes, the hosts took the lead against the run of play. Yeah, it was pretty much us, having a lot of the play, but yet they took the lead. So, yeah. Brazilian striker Pablo dispossessed Sepp Vandenberg 35 yards out from goal before driving forward and firing into the bottom corner from the edge of the D. So, yeah, it was kind of a mistake from Vandenberg, yeah. But get them out of the way. Get them out of the way in the friendlies. I don't care about these. If we lose these because I first hit the ground running in the Premier. These are just friendlies. They're just for match fitness. We lose. Okay, we don't exactly want to lose to these, but if it was to happen, it happened. If we lose to QPR, we lose to them. I mean, as long as we get match fitness, we get into a run of play and strategies and whatever else, tactics, it helps us and it helps Keith Andrews that way. So we do lose a game, we lose it, but it's good to win. It's good to not lose. You get confidence, I guess. But for me, it's more about it in the league. It's your bread and butter in the league. So. Warren again. Yes, it's great news about Aaron Hickey. Exactly. Yeah. I thought the shot though was a little bit of a dribbler. I don't think it was that quick, fast. So I don't know. It seems to catch Kelleher out in goal, and it sort of dribbled past him into the far corner, I guess. Low into a dribbler and on the ground, daisy cutter in a way. But somehow it dribbled in. But yeah, that was a mistake. But you get them out of the way, as I say now, before we start the new season. That's fine. 8 minutes later, the Bees equalised through their own Brazilian frontman, Thiago. Yes. Getting the game. Full game, nearly. Although he was subbed in the second half, I believe. Yeah, of course he came off. Jaden Maghoma regained possession on the left flank, and Kevin Shardy in front of him on the same wing. He was great. I thought Kevin Shardy looked really great. His pace was amazing, outstanding. He was really, really good. So I hope he keeps this up, not just pre-season, but when we start the season next month. I want to see him, doing this pace, this energy, electricity, keep it going at the start of the new season. I really hope so, because he's looking great. And if we keep hold of him as well, that'd be incredible. And he plays like this, incredible. Yeah. In front. Yeah. So anyway. In front of him on the same wing, drove forward and evaded the tackle of Facunda Caceres. Yeah, some of them did dive in. I thought it was a bit naughty, some of what they'd done. And if that had got caught him, but his pace took him away and got away from him with a sliding tackle, and it was dodgy. It looked dodgy, high, the tackle. I wouldn't have liked that if they took him out and got him an injury. That would have been terrible and disgusting. But still, before playing the low ball into the middle of the area for Carvalho, who I actually thought looked quite good as well. He looked decent. And I want to see more from him this season since we got him from Liverpool, I think he could be, really instrumental for us this season. I really do. Middle of the area for Carvalho, he found Mikel Damsgaard on his left with a first-time pass, and the Dane squared the ball for Thiago to tap into an empty net from close range. Yeah, it was a tap-in, easy really, but they all count. So Kelleher was forced into a smart save midway through the half. He played really well in goal. I thought he was really good most of the time. Parrying away Luis Esteves, snapshot from the right side of the penalty area after the former Nacional midfielder had worked a yard of space and pulled the trigger. The trio of Carvalho, Shardy and Damsgaard continued to link up well. With just over half an hour played, the latter's cross from the left found Thiago, but the forward's header was caught by compatriot Andrew in the Gil Vicente goal. Well, it was a weak header. Got to admit, it wasn't the best of headers. Good little chip cross, I thought, from Damsgaard. But maybe not enough on it. And the header, he couldn't get enough power in the header. Unfortunately. It went straight to the goalie. Are you going to any of the Bees pre-season friendlies? Don't know, mate. I'm not sure at the moment. We have got obviously QPR. I might go to Borussia Mönchengladbach one, which is at the GTEC. I may go to that. Not sure. If I can get tickets, I think they're fairly cheap for these friendlies, so I might do. And if I do, obviously, I was going to say I'd do a podcast or something. I don't know. I could. But I don't know. I'll wait and see, mate. I'm not sure yet. So I may get one for that. That's our last pre-season friendly before the season starts. Anyway, getting back to this, as I say, he headed it straight tamely to the goalie, Thiago. Brentford continued to dominate the ball, but the Roosters did look dangerous on the counter-attack as Sergio Barmajo sent a left-footed strike whistling past the upright. Thiago went inches away from adding his and the West Londoners' second goal of the evening moments before the interval. Nathan Collins threaded a sublime pass through to Shardy on halfway, who raced forward and played in the Bees' number 9. He rounded the keeper before his effort from a narrowing angle deflected off Marvin Alimbi and hit the top of the post. So, really, he could have had a hat-trick, Thiago. So, that was great, Superb. Oh, yeah, do a vlog. Yeah, you're right, I could. If I go. I may just do that, I might just do that, mate. So, yeah. So he could have had a hat-trick, Thiago. So, brilliant from him. I wish I could show the video of this, obviously the highlights, but I can't. It's copyright and everything. So here's just a few photos from it, a few shots of the game, the players. Yeah, there's Thiago tucking that one away, that goal. Easy tapping, really, but they all count. And, yeah. So it's a goal for him, which I'm happy about. Really happy. Jensen, of course, there. And that is Kelleher, saving one. Great save. Great save there. Damsgaard, of course. And there's Andrews, our new manager, of course, Keith Andrews. Lewis Potter there. I don't know the other guy. I think that might be Meg Homer. I think it's Meg Homer, I think. That's Coyote. More action there. Good header there. Clearance. Yeah, so all looked good. As planned, Andrews made 11 changes at the interval. Nunes was forced off just over 10 minutes after being introduced with what appeared to be a hamstring injury and was replaced by Ramel Donovan. The Bees created the first chance of the second period with an hour on the clock. Benjamin Arthur's lengthy headed clearance was misjudged by Alimbi, allowing Miles Harris to latch onto it. He found Ryan Trevitt in the middle of the box. The 22-year-old sliding to meet the ball saw his effort palmed around the post. See, I think looking at this, I think he's going to give a lot of younger players a chance as well. Bringing these other ones in, Benjamin Arthur and so forth, Ryan Trevitt. He's going to give a lot of these youngsters a go by the looks of it. Pert Harris, who's played here a bit anyway before as well. We do put a lot of these out on loan, of course, these players. But I think a lot of them could be ready for the first team. Looking at some of these, they could feature in the first team. So I think this is good. I'm glad he's going to give them a go, these youngsters. I hope he does it in all the friendlies. Give him a try. Let's see, could he play him in the Premier? It's possible. I'm glad to see a manager give young players a go. I really like that. I think that's brilliant. I mean, whatever you say about that wanker Arteta, that clown, that fucking novice, at least he has given some youngsters a go with talent. Obviously, the likes of what's his name? Colin Warren. I've forgotten their name. I've forgotten their names now that play for you. I don't know why. Left-sided one. It's actually he's more a left midfielder than a left back. He's played him as left back. Louis Skelly, that one. I rate him. He's good, but he's not a left back. MLS, and the other youngster that's plays, I think, is he right wing more or right side? Got a great shot on him, bit of skill, great ability. What's that? 2 in what's that? 5.5 years, mate. Well, right. Oh, what is that? What, young players? Yeah, youngsters. You play 2 in. Oh, Wanyeri, that's it. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, bro. Cheers for that. Yeah, I don't know why I forgot his name, but obviously, yeah, you got him and Lewis Skelly and so forth. Good young players. So at least he has given some youth a chance. But yeah, I'd like to see this with Andrews. What he's doing here. Yeah, he found Ryan Trevitt in the middle of the box, but the 22-year-old sliding to meet the ball saw his effort palmed around the post. With 5 minutes left of a far less eventful second half, Antonio Espigares inadvertently directed Yeehaw Yarmouk's cross from the left wing, narrowly wide of the mark. In what was the last moment of note? It's a big season for Yarmouk. I think he's coming on. He's a good young player, as we know. He's getting there. I think Frank improved him a lot. Obviously, Ukrainian international, I think under 21s and the full team. So it'd be good to see what season he has. You know, he'll probably get more games, I think, this season. So, under Andrews, probably. So Gil Vicente, obviously, that was their starting lineup. Andrew, Danny Figuera came on in the 82nd. C. Carlos, Buntu, Elimbi, Espigaros came on for him in the 65th. Conan, Caceres, Guilherme Freitas came on for him in the 82nd. Santi Garcia, Louis Estevez, Martin, whatever, Pablo, Varela came on for him in the 65th, and Bermeo. Subs not used, Pick Cornell, Z. Carlos. So there's a few there, it's saying, because they had Z. Carlos number 2 and Z. Carlos number 6 there. Anyway, Bamba, Paolo, Gribeleza, Heverton, Diego Collado, Diego Costa, and Rodrigo Rodriguez. Brentford's first half, so starting lineup basically: Kelleher, Coyote, Vandenberg, Collins, Meghoma, Henderson, Jensen, Carvalho, Damsgaard, Shardy, and Thiago. So the second half, Alden started. Hickey, Aya, Arthur, Henry, Malambo, Yarmaluk, Nunes, Donovan came on for him in the 58th, of course. Trevitt, Konak came on for him in the 82nd. Lewis Potter and Pert Harris. So a massive change in the lineup for the second half. And they actually kept it a 0-0, you could say, for that second half was a 0-0. Really. So no other goals. Although you could say we should have got more. We should have added more. But then again, I'm not bothered. I mean, it's still 1-1. It's a good exercise to get us, experience again and match fitness and get us up to speed again, which is good. George brought in about 7 at once, yeah. But George was a proper manager, not like this fucking fraud, exactly. I totally agree, 100%. All those great youngsters George Graham brought in, yeah. Amazing. But yeah, so yeah, totally different lineup for the second half. Andrews on Gil Vicente stalemate. Brentford head coach Keith Andrews shared his thoughts after the Bees pre-season friendly fixture against Primera Liga side Gil Vicente. I was pleased overall, really pleased, said Andrews. The week in general has been geared towards this game. The plan was always to play the majority of players for 45 minutes in 2 different halves. The first half had the more senior players playing, getting to know each other, things we'd worked on in training. Maybe not to the level we wanted, but it's pre-season and that's why we're working on it. Exactly. I was slightly disappointed with the start of the second half. We were a bit passive, but then we got a grip of the game, and in the last half hour we were solid. The younger team out there will gain confidence from that. They looked dangerous and kept them relatively quiet and coming the other way. Hickey, amazing to be back. Yeah, there we go. Aaron Hickey. Back there, Aaron Hickey reflected after making a first-team appearance for the first time since October 2023 in Brentford's 1-1 pre-season friendly draw against Gil Vicente. It feels amazing to be back out there with the boys, said the Scottish fullback. It's been very difficult, but thankfully I'm now back playing. I'm just looking forward to the season now. On the clash against the Roosters and the Bees Portugal tour, he added, I think we did well and had the majority of possession. It was a good run out for us. The camp has been really enjoyable. The sessions have been good and you can see the intensity with the boys. This will help us today getting match minutes. exactly. So yeah, that was good. I think I will do like a player rating. I know it's like obviously the first game and just the pre-season, but I think I'll do the player rating anyway. Do you think Andrews has brought in Henderson's going to the coaching team at the end of the season? Possibly, mate. I hope so because I don't want him playing for 2 seasons. I mean, didn't want him in the first place. Didn't really want him for this season at all. But if that's the way it's got to be, if that's what it's to do with his experience and that coaching or something, maybe that might be it. Maybe he's there just as an old head to. Yeah, he's got plenty of experience, we know, and despite what he said and done at times, he has been brilliant at times for like Liverpool and things in the past, even abroad, obviously Ajax and so forth. But a lot of that's just to do with his experience and his sort of like old head on the body. And you know, I don't think he's that great a player. I really don't. Well, not now anyway, either. And now he's in the England squad, or England team. I really ain't got a fucking Scooby on that. But, you know, if that's what it works out to be, it might be a good thing. It might just work out. You know, he might just have not made another shrewd move. It's possible. But, you know, I'm not going to say that, you know, for certain. I'm not going to say it with any confidence to start with until we find out what happens and see what happens. So, for me, the jury's still out on this one. But there we go. So I will go to that. Hold on a minute. Just obviously that is our next game next Saturday, 2nd of August. QPR at Martrade, Loftus Road, 3 o'clock PM. And then, of course, Borussia Mönchengladbach on the Friday the 8th at the GTEC, which I may go to, I'm not sure, 7:30. And, of course, Forest in our first game on Sunday, 17th of August at the City Ground. So, yeah, should be good. Should hopefully, I hope we start well. But obviously, we've got these friendlies to start with. As I say, I'm going to do these player ratings. I know it's just one game, but they all pretty much got to run out. And, you know, so I'll go through it all and what I saw, what I thought was any good, and what they deserve, what they should get. Kelleher, I thought, was pretty good. What I see, he had all the first half, of course, to play. I thought he was fairly good. You know, I think, well, he's always going to be a lot better than Flecken, let's be honest. But it's his first game. Got to give him a bit of time. But I thought he done pretty well. I might just give him a 6, I think. I don't think he was totally outstanding. He made 1 or 2 great saves. I think he's going to have more to do this season than he did at Liverpool. Actually, I'll give him a 7. Because he did actually make some really good saves. He looked a little bit caught out with the goal, and it was sort of a dribbler. Somehow he was out of it, off his goal line, and couldn't get to it properly. So I will say he's a little bit at fault for that. So I'll say 7. But he's a great keeper, amazing keeper. Coyote, yeah, well, I still think he's a great player. I mean, we got him on loan, of course, from Fiorentina, and now permanently, and he's looking really good. I mean, I'm glad he's he played the first half. I think what I couldn't understand is why Thomas was substituting him a lot last season when he was looking great, and he still took him off. In the second half, at some stage, he was taking him off, and I thought, he's brilliant. He was awesome. So why take the guy off? So I still don't understand that. at times. But anyway, I'm going to give him, I think, a 7. I think he was decent again, really good. As I say, it is the first game. It's a pre-season, so yeah. Meg Homer was okay. He done good stuff at times. Another younger player. I'll give him a 6 though. He's not bad. He may get a bigger, longer run this season. Who knows? But I think he was okay, so I'll give him a 6. So the other defenders, Collins, well, that'd be amazing. He was amazing. I think he should be. I don't actually know. I don't think he was captain. I think Henderson may have been captain. I don't know. Can't remember. Maybe even been Kelleher. But I think Collins should be captain, really. I think he's got all that experience, his quality. And we have got to keep hold of him, of course. I hope that happens because he was awesome for us in the defence last season. I'll actually give him an 8 again. I know it's his first game, but yeah, I'm going to give him an 8. It's a pre-season friendly. But I still think he led the line superbly at the back. He was great. So I think, yeah, an 8. Vandenberg made a mistake, unfortunately. Otherwise, I think I would have given him an 8, probably. But he did make that mistake, was dispossessed, and they scored from it. So I'm going to give him a 7. Still gets a 7. Right, the rest of it, Jensen, I thought was decent. I mean, he's good. I mean, I always have thought he's a good player. Sure he'll get more of a run this season as well. One of more experienced, of course, as we know. So I'll give him a 7. And Carvalho, I was impressed with him. I thought he'd done a lot of good things in this game. I hope he carries on like this because he has got talent. He was injured a lot last season as well, which probably didn't help. I'll give him an 8 here. I thought he was really good. So, yeah, an 8 there for Carvalho. I hope he does better. I know he's fresher. He's got from that injury. He's had surgery, and so he's better now, surely. And I hope he has a good one. I really do. I think he's a good player. He can be a class player. So, yeah, Henderson, of course. Well, yeah, I don't like him really. I don't think he should be here and things like that. But I can't say he's done a lot wrong. He's got that experience. I think he was okay. I'll give him a 6. If he does, I will praise him if he does something outstanding. I don't want him here, of course, and don't like the fact he's here. But if he does do something well, I will praise that. I think he was just okay, though. I'll give him a 6. Thiago scored. Looked good. Some of his finishing wasn't superb. He could have had a hat-trick. But he's looking pretty good. He's looking fairly fit. Seems to be no issues there. I'll give him an 8. Possibly man of the match, or between him, Carvalho, and Damsgaard, I would say. But I thought Thiago was really good. And if he can continue like that and stay fit, no other issues, then maybe we got our replacement already as a striker. I mean, he's like a new signing. He was out all of last season. He was supposed to be a replacement for Tony. Well, saying that, I think he did play maybe a couple of matches, if that, with that long injury he had. So, yeah. Damsgaard, yeah, brilliant as well. I'll give him a 9, I'm going to give Damsgaard a 9, a man of the match. I thought he was really great, I've got to say. Just ahead of Carvalho. Because it was after last season as well. Damsgaard was amazing last season. And I think that's good if he continues like that. And he's done so already in this game. So if he does that rest of the friendlies and then into the new season, well, you know, I think he'd be great again. Be amazing. So Shardy as well. I thought actually he's another one that was close to it, man of the match. But I'm giving him an 8. But I think he was incredible. He was quick and, you know, took on players, cut it back, good passes. I thought he looked really great. So an 8, I think. And the players in the second half that came on, Lewis Potter for Jensen, done okay, didn't do bad. I think he was great last season, of course. Playing at left back a lot, left wing back, I think. Was amazing. I think I'll give him a 6, I think. Not quite up to his best just yet. Give him a 6. Konak, he did come on. He said he didn't there, but I think he did. He did come on, as did Donovan. But I thought he wasn't given a chance to do that much, Konak. I think he's a decent player there. I really do. But didn't really play that much last season either. Was used as a sub a lot. I'm giving him about a 5. I don't think he had a chance to do much, but I do think he's a good player. Trevitt, of course, came on for Henderson. I think he's a good young player. We put him out on loan a lot. I think he could be good enough, maybe for the first team. What I see here, he was good again. I'll give him a 7. Donovan, of course, Romeo Donovan. I'll give him. I thought he done some good touches, good stuff. I mean, I think he has been promoted to the first team, I believe. So he'd be in the first team squad and subs, or get on of it, or maybe start a game or two, or come on. I think I'll give him a 7. I think there's some good stuff there from him, but there's more to come. Malamba, I think's great. Came on for Shardy, of course. Got booked. But what I liked about him, what he done in the European Championships under 21s for Holland. What I saw there, I thought he looks great. He looks superb. Didn't quite gel at times here, although he done some really good stuff at times. I'll give him a 6. Not quite up to it just yet, but there's more to come. Hickey, of course, come on for Coyote, and you see the rustiness there, not playing for so long. Since 2023, last time he played, but I thought he'd done okay, what he was doing, most of it. I mean, you know, we only conceded 1 goal and didn't concede any in the second half. So I'll give him a 6, I think. There's plenty more to come from Hickey, of course, if he can stay fit. Be brilliant. Rose, I'm sure he came on, but I didn't see much from him. I'll give him about a 5. Arthur, I thought, done some good stuff. Looks good young player. Came on for Vandenberg for the second half. I thought he looked decent. I'll give him a 7. He looked pretty good. Pert Harris has played before. He's not a bad player. I'll give him a 7. Valdemarson obviously kept a clean sheet in the second half. Kept him out. I'll give him a 7. He looked good. Nunez, unfortunately, injured. Valdemarson, of course, came on for Keller for the second half. Nunez, yes, was injured. Fabio Carvalho came on, who was brilliant, of course. But Nunez came on for Carvalho, was injured. I thought he looked good, what I see of him, though. But I can only really give him a 5 because obviously he was injured as well. Henry came on for Meg Homer. And yeah, a little bit rusty again. Same as Hickey. But I'll give him a 6 as well. some of that good play, that quick play is still there, good play, good reading of the ball, stopping passes and so interceptions, tackling. Some of it is still there, along with Hickey, so I'll give him a 6 as well. Aya came off Collins. At times I was disappointed with him last season, because he has been great for us, since he's been with us a long time now. I thought he was a little bit disappointing last season at times, but he done okay here. I'll give him a 6. And Yarmulke, I think, will be quality. I know what I see at times, glimpses last season, the times he played, at times when sometimes he was playing full games almost, or coming on at times. But I thought he was great, and there's a lot more to come. I know he's even better than what he's shown. He just needs time. He just needs games. And I think he will get them maybe under Andrews. Just quickly go through their lineup. Gil Vicente, 4-2-3-1, their formation. Our formation, by the way, was 4-2-3-1 as well. And Gil Vicente, manager Paulo Cesar de Silva Peixoto. Had Andrew in goal, Z Carlos, Conan, Caceres, Elimbi, Jonathan Buato, Bermejo, Garcia, Pablo scored, Luis Estevez, Martin Fernandez, subs, Guy Beliza, SB Guerres came on for Elimbi, of course, 64. G. Carlos, Bamba, Daniel Figueira came on for Andrew in the 82nd. Diogo Costa, Gustavo Varela came on for Pablo in the 64th. Pick Cornell. Rodrigo Rodriguez came on for Martin Fernandez in the 73rd. Souza. Guillermo Freitas came on for Caceres in the 82nd. Everton Santos came on for Z Carlos in the 45th, and Collado. That's a decent little outfit, and that gave us a good exercise there, a good little run out, and decent start, 1-1. We could have had more, we could have won it, we could have got a lot more, to be honest. And we got QPR on it, so a good chance to maybe get a good win again. I love playing that scum, quarter pound of rubbish, QPR. So let's see how we get on against them. I mean, hopefully, I don't know whether we use as many subs. I don't know if we'll be allowed to, possibly. It's pre-season, it's friendly. We probably should be allowed to. So, yeah, it could be an interesting one. But, yeah, it's a good start. And I'm fairly confident. What I can see here, I don't think we will struggle that badly. Yes, it's not a Premier. This is not a Premier team. And we're going to find that out when we actually play there, when we start in that. But for now, I'm happy. And this is a good start. Let's keep it going. I think there's plenty still to improve on. There's still something there we can do better. And I'm sure that'll come. But I don't think we can be totally written off here. I really don't. And I think that's bad that other channel streams are saying we are. We're written off. We're, relegation fodder. And that's it. We're down. And I think that's totally wrong to say that. Because, yes, we've lost big players, no doubt about it. We got a new rookie manager. But if we sort out, we still got good enough players here. And we could see that in this game. They proved that. We still got good players. And then we add to that. We invest. We got the investment. We get more better players. We get replacements. This could be a team that could still, It may be bottom half, maybe, but it still looked good. It still looked not a relegation team type team. I'm sorry, I don't think it will be, because I just know, I know we are good. We are a good team still. Do not write us off. Do not write us off. Be up to you, Darren, UK Darren fan. Be up to you, bro. Cheers for coming in, buddy. There. Be up, Mr. B and Warren. Yep. Be up. And yeah, I've pretty much gone through a lot of this, Darren. You missed a fair bit, but obviously watch it on playback if you can, or whatever. Will be good. It's been a really good stream. Plenty to talk about with the game. Wankers. I don't know if that's actually saying wankers. I don't know who that is, but somebody. Anyway, Clown Steve. Yeah, exactly, mate. Definitely, bro. Yeah, Darren again. Arsenal, Man United, Brentford bottom. Hey, what? Brentford. Darren, why are you saying that, bro? You're a mod, mate, but you know, I should beat you out. No, oh yeah, well that is kind of a joke, yeah. Arsenal. Well, I mean, you say that, but I think, yeah, I think Warren would say, oh well, if they meant getting Arteta out, yeah, get relegated. No, but yeah, if we were all in the bottom three, well, God help us. But anyway, yeah, hi at UK Darren fan. I hope you're well. Okay, Warren, thank you. Hope you're okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Everyone's good. Getting ready for the new season. Excited. Obviously, Arsenal have got Gyökeres now, I believe. That has happened, hasn't it? I believe that's gone through, that deal. I know he had a medical. So at least you will have a striker now. It's where that prick, that fraud manager plays him. Going to be the problem, isn't it? They probably play him at fucking left wing back or something, or something like that. Something stupid, inverted and whatever else. Be fucking something dumb, you know, because he is dumb. But you know, no, it's a fucking joke, mate. It's a shambles at Arsenal, absolute shambles. And that Blobby Lowell just proves it. What an absolute joke that guy is, a fucking prick. You know, Luton Town fan. You don't know nothing about Arsenal. He proved it. He proved it on that fucking mastermind, didn't he, Warren? So, go and check that out, that stream, by the way. Warren's one. Warren's team talk. About Arsenal, another great stream. You know, going on about that joke, that idiot, Blobby Vole, I should say. Absolute muppet. Absolute fucking muppet, that guy. And terrible. You know, they should fucking ban that channel. It's terrible, that AFTV. Fucking disgusting. But yeah, it's been really good. And if you've got any comments, get them in now, guys. Come on, Warren and Darren there. If you've got anything you want to ask, you want more questions, I want to be on there a little bit longer. Yeah, just think, you know, just want to, you know, talk a little bit more about all this. You know, there's no transfers as such at the moment. I mean, obviously there's talk, there's links. So, you know, obviously we'll bring you all those this week, possibly will be this week. Because obviously it won't be too much longer and the transfer window will be closing. So I'm sure deals will be going through, you know, most deals this week, of course, in the next few days. So, yeah, I'm sure if we get these players in, I'm sure we probably still go for Hutchinson. That'll probably still happen. Maybe Maeda. we'll see. Warren again, Mr. Blobby of AFTV is a massive clown, and I would ban it. Definitely, mate. Yeah, I think he's Mr. Blobby, and you got Crinkly Bottom as the manager. Yeah, fucking bottom face more like, and take his fucking wig off, it would look like a bottom as well, wouldn't it? So, like a dick, probably a dickhead end, I think, bell end. That's enough about the bees talk. About the mighty Man United, Mr. B laughs out loud. Yeah, yeah, that's true, mate. But there you go. But yeah, at least you got a better player now with with Brian there, Bramo. You got him there now, so you're doing well. Who else do you think you need? Well, quite a bit, mate. To be honest, I still think there's a lot we need here. So we got a bit to do. We got to find out a replacement for Bramo. I think we're looking really at Hutchinson at the moment. I'd love my Ada from you lot, from Celtic. I'd love to get him. That'd be incredible. And I'm sorry for going on about it, mate. Keeping on about it, but he'd be a fantastic signing. There's plenty, another striker. I just think that there's still so much we can add, and I think would improve us even more. And I think could still maybe get us up to at least that 10th, 11th place, 12th maybe. I'm not going any higher than that because I just know we won't be good enough for that this season. Warren, you talking about Robbie? Yeah, of course he is. Blobby Vile. It's Julian in disguise. Yeah, exactly. That definitely is, man. Big time. Julian, yeah. Warren, do you like any of the Arsenal channels? Well, we know one he definitely don't like, and I can't blame him. So there are some decent ones on there. Better not ask him about, Lee Gunners. Don't think he likes them either, Lee Gunner. Yeah, what about a DM to replace Norgard? Yeah, possibly. I'm just trying to think who we could get. Any suggestions? Anyone in the comments there know of one we could probably get? Obviously, I don't think wouldn't be massive money. We've got an investment now. I think we could go up to maybe 40 odd, 50 odd, maybe 60. I don't know. I know we won't go really mad. Got PSR as well to think about. But yeah, we've got all that money now. We've got the Bramo money, Norgard. We probably have Visser, that money to come. So we're going to have plenty of dosh. But we can't, unfortunately, I don't think we could really spend it all. Because PSR and so forth. If we're still going to get Hutchinson in, if that's still happening, I don't know. There are others, being linked with. I'd love, Harvey Elliott at Liverpool. I think that'd be a great buy. We spoke about him before. I think he's a great player. I think he's great in that England under-21. So I'd take him all day long. Go and raid Liverpool again. So could do that. As I say, if anyone has got any suggestions in there, knows of a good DM, put him in there. Put names in there, and I will let you know what I think. Yeah. yeah. If there is any more before I go, please put them in. I'm not going to be on here much longer, guys. So, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, we've got the more games to come, and obviously the friendlies, and then into the big action, into the main thing, the main season starting again. Should be exciting, but you know, it all comes thick and fast in games, and we're going to find out. It's going to be a test for us now. What we're going to produce in the Premier with a new manager, new players, new backroom staff. What's going to happen? But should be good. Anyone got any predictions? What they think their team will do? What about you, Darren? What do you think United could do? Do you think anyone get a lot of goals? Do you think Brahmo will have a great season starting there? What do you think he'll do in his first season? Can you see him scoring a lot of goals? Cunha, what do you think he'll do? You, Warren, I know you not happy with what's happening at Arsenal, of course, we all know that. But is there anyone you think there's going to excel? Do you think Gyökeres will get a big lot of goals, will make a big difference up there as a new striker? Because you do need a striker, let's be honest. You needed one. And that prick, that wanker, don't want to play a striker. We know that. He didn't want a striker, your manager. So, but you got one now in Gyökeres. What do you think will happen with him? What about, do you think, what's this thing happening with Isak? Do you think he will move to Liverpool? Because he obviously wants out of Newcastle. So do you think he is definitely going? Is he going to Liverpool? You know, because it'd be a lot of money. I think it's going to be it's about 150 mil, I believe. And that's a hell of a lot of money. Liverpool will have that, I'm sure. But could Man City move for him? Would you think they'd have a lot of money? Any other sort of team? I mean, with the big money, of course. I mean, Chelsea may be looking for a replacement if obviously Nicholas Jackson and all that goes. I mean, they've got new strikers in, so they're doing well anyway. They've got good enough there anyway, you'd think. You know, so I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Isak, I think, would like to go to Liverpool. So we'll see. We'll see on that one. But if there is anything now, guys, you want to put in before I go, because I just do want to do a few more and then I'll go. Gone over an hour, of course. 1 hour 13. So, put your questions in or anything, comments. Gyökeres will score 8 max. All right, just 8. Ah, right. A lot of people are saying he'd score more, so you don't think that'd be the case? I suppose it'd be depending where he puts him, wouldn't it? Where his position, where Arteta puts him. So he should be an all-out striker, really. But you never know with Arteta, do you? So I think you'd like to think he'd get a few more than 8, surely. Although, I mean, I thought he was decent here when he was at Coventry and whatever. Didn't really cut it at Brighton, of course, that didn't quite pay off. You know, when he went abroad, of course, he looked great there, scoring a lot of goals. So I don't know, he could be a good one for you. It's probably just why you didn't get Sesko, because he just wanted a lot of money. You know, I think he just wanted too much. So holding clubs to ransom, really. So his goal scoring record ain't that good. No, but at least you have got a striker now. So, you know, you got no real excuses. Arteta's got no more excuses. He's brought the players in. Yeah, a lot of people say Madueke's not a great one. I actually thought he's a good player. I thought he's decent from Chelsea. One of your better signings from Chelsea. You know, because Kepa, I mean, fucking hell, what a poor keeper he is. So that's not a great one. So yeah, I actually thought Madueke was decent. He's a good player. So I think that's actually a good one. And of course, Norgard. Well, yeah. What can I say? Superb. He just didn't want to be here anymore. I mean, it's like you can't keep hold of a player that don't want to play here anymore. So that was the case with Bramo. That's the case with Vissa, of course, and the case with Norgard. So that's the unfortunate thing. We had to let him go. Didn't want to, but obviously we had to. But yeah, you certainly got a good one with Norgard. I still think Madueke's good. I'm sorry, you might disagree, Warren, but I think he's a very good buy. And Kepa isn't. I don't know about Zubimendi, whether he'd do anything, possibly. Compare Arsenal signings to Liverpool's. The difference is like night and day. Exactly, yeah, true. Yeah, Liverpool, well, there we go, you know. Wirtz, and now possibly Isak coming in. Gets hold of Salah, of course, and Van Dijk. So, Kirkes, they got him in as well. Yeah, brilliant for Liverpool. And be up to you, Rich. Red Devil United. Hi all. Yeah, be up, mate. I won't be on here too much longer, Rich. So if you want to put anything in, mate, comments in. Anything you want to talk about, with United or anything else or any other teams or whatever else, just put them in the comments, you know. Before I go, obviously I went through all this game. We obviously drew 1-1. I was quite happy with it, confident. There was a lot to go on, a lot of good things, positives. So I'm actually fairly happy and pleased with our start. Okay, it's only a 1-1. But we could have had loads of goals, you know. Thiago could have had a hat-trick. And, you know, I thought we played some really good football a lot of the time. A lot of very good passing. And I thought it was really good. So, yeah, United, we played tonight. Not too much to say at the moment. Who is it you've got again? Man United? I'm not sure. Yeah, Warren again. None of these players are good enough to play for Arsenal, and they won't win a Arsenal title or UCL. No, exactly. Possibly. You're probably right, but hi, Rich. The game is 2 a.m. for me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because is it Cyprus you're in, Darren? I think it's Cyprus, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Red Devil. Oh, it's West Ham. Well, we should beat them, really. They're in disarray a bit, aren't they? Lost a lot of good players. Kudus has gone. So, that UK Darren fan, I'll start to watch along quite a bit before kickoff. Oh, you're doing a watch along? Oh. Yeah, I might try and watch some of that, Rich. I might have a look at that. So I've been in your chat for quite a while, your live chat and stuff. So I may just watch that. We're playing a few Premier League teams. Good prep for the next season. We're not playing any of them. We're obviously playing QPR for the Championship, and playing Borussia Mönchengladbach, Germans. So that's a decent one. Could be a tough one, I suppose. Yeah, Norgard is the best one by some distance. I rate him. Yeah, thanks. I know. He's quality, mate. Quality. He really is. And shame we let him go, but he didn't want to be here anymore. So that was it. And he gave good performances for us. A lot of his good play was good. I think he was a really good player. Captain, of course. And I think he scored about at least 6 or 7 goals last season. He's best by a long way. He's not really attacking midfielder either. And I think he got about 6 or 7 goals, in headers, important goals at times. So, yeah, we're going to miss him, of course. Maybe we had the best of him, though. So you probably got him now and he won't be quite as good, but we'll see. It'll be good to see you. Yeah, of course, yeah. As I say, if I do come in the live chat, mate, definitely. Hopefully I should. Yeah, I will try and get in there later on. I've got rid of most of the mods, so you're probably not a mod anymore. Oh, that's all right. Don't worry about it. People were complaining there were too many. Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't got loads in it. Well, I've got some. I've also got Warren and all that, Darren and mods. So I may add a few more at some stage. But yeah, that's not an issue. It's not a problem. I'm not a mod. Did Brentford play well today? Yeah. We played pretty well, mate, to be honest. We've done all right. I think we played some good football. It's only Vicente. So, but I think we played some really good football. As I say, Thiago could have had a hat-trick. Definitely. I thought he was really good. He could be the replacement we need. I mean, because he obviously didn't even play last season. So, should be interesting. It's Jokeres, I'll say it loud. Yeah. Cool. Hopefully see you soon, mate. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah, definitely. You off already then? You're going? Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Anyway, I'll so what time are you starting that again, Rich? Is it 8 or something? 9? Oh, right. Yeah. Did Luca pick the wrong time to focus on NK Dons? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he did. I think somehow. I was seeing he was talking about the what's it? The strip, the new kit. It's pink one because we had a pink one last season, and I didn't rate it. I didn't like it, and he was showing that pink kit on there. I was looking at that, and I thought, actually, it didn't look too bad. The design on it and stuff. But I quite liked our new one, the chocolate one with gold stuff, the gold writing on there, all the gold for the sponsor, Hollywood bets and all that, and on the sleeves, kazoo and all that, things like that. I really liked all that, the gold stuff on there. Yeah, I'll say it loud. Yeah, I think kickoff is midnight. Oh right, okay. I started watching on 10ish. Oh right, okay. So about 2 or 3 hours, I suppose. We had a pink a few years ago. Looks okay. Yeah, some do look okay. Some that can carry it off as well, wearing the pink one. So, but yeah, I do like this new one. The green one was brilliant. What you mean the bees one? Yeah. If you're talking about the bees, yeah, that was a great one. I got that in the end. When it went down a big lot of money, it went down in the sale. I think it was about 30 odd, something like that, 40, something like that. Maybe around 30 something, I believe, in the end. So I got it a lot cheaper because it was about 60 odd, 70 odd to start with. Too much. No way. It's extortionate. And you get the ones that's like, because they're the replicas. If you get the ones that are worn by players on the pitch, they're kind of, I think they're around 90 odd, 100 or something to get them. No, fuck that. No way. It's got worse. It's out of all proportion now with this price of stuff, bringing everything out, so quickly. It's like Arsenal or Merch FC. They keep putting out new kits every time, every sort of few months or something. They bring out a new kit or new this and that, new training kit, new t-shirt, polo, whatever, shorts. It's all fucking too much. They just keep bringing it out, and it's to keep put money in the coffers. I think what we done was, I think it was 2 or 3 seasons ago when we kept the same kit. I thought that was brilliant from us. We kept the same kit for 2 seasons, same home one. I thought that was brilliant by the bees. I really do. I've got some cheap Lions merchandise coming next week. Oh, yeah. Well, congrats to the Egg Chasers again there, mate. Brilliant there, bro. Won again today. Beat the Aussies. Well done. Superb. Was it 29-26, I believe? Yeah. Brilliant. Good stuff there from the Lions again. I didn't buy a new kit this season. They're too similar each year. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Some are a bit. I mean, this one we got now, the away one is good. It's different. Chocolate with gold. So I think that's a good one for us. It's different. I remember the blue one. I think a couple of seasons ago we had the blue away one, where you had the design of the bee wing and stuff on there and everything. I thought that was a great one. I got that one. I think I always liked our home kit, our home one, the red and white stripes, of course. And we got the new one to mark, I think, centenary or something. So I think it was it 1921 or something like that. We originally had that kit, started with that kit. I think it was 1921, something like that. So, yeah, it's great. I think it's really good. Yeah, too expensive, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they've got to make them cheaper. I mean, I think they're cheaper for the kids ones and so forth. I think the children's ones are a lot cheaper, I believe. But it's us adults that have to pay a lot to get our ones. We pay over the fucking top. Yeah, follow me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182 and subscribe to Mr. B Hive Football Chat and Mr. B Chats England Cricket, guys. Please keep doing that. Keep smashing the likes and subbing. Still on 145 at the moment, I believe. So if you can get me up to that 150, that'd be superb. It's taken me forever to get there. So please get me to 150, guys. And I've had more of a spurt lately. I've had loads more subs and views. Got up to about 300 and something, 400. So it's getting up there. So that's good. What's that, Mr. B? Do you allow redirects? Oh, allow redirects. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I can help you get more by sending people your way. Yeah. Well, I think you did that before, didn't you, Rich? I believe you did. So I'm sure you did something like that. So yeah, mate. Yeah, why not? I know you got people to come on here before, and I think some of them subbed. So yeah, if you could do that, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great, buddy. Yeah. did it help at all? Well, yeah, it did. Yeah, I'm sure I did get some of them did sub. So at least 2 or 3 of them subbed, I believe. So it wasn't too bad. Yeah, if you could do that again, but obviously I will be going off of here. We'll be finishing this soon, but for the next one, if you could, for my next stream, it probably will be another one of these, I suppose, or I might. Well, we've got to do another buzz one as well, at some stage. But yeah, I want to do. I think probably do one about these top tier things, the tiers, and as I say, I saw a stream do that, something like that the other day. The streams and tier ones. I think you may have done it, Rich, as well. Where teams have finished and so forth in the Premier. Within 10 years, clubs will bring out a new kit for each match. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. Just don't do a Luca, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know. I think I do know what you mean, mate. No, I won't do that. Definitely not. Might not be around tomorrow, so might not be able to. Well, I don't think it'd be tomorrow. It'd probably be, might be Monday or something. I'll do another one. I would think Monday, yeah. Because it'd probably be the transfer ones again. Because we're going to wait and see what's happening, obviously, with Vissa and everything. If he's going to go, I'm sure that'll be happening fairly soon. So obviously next week, and then see if we get anyone else in. Wait and see. I believe it is. I'm sure it is is it August the 1st? I believe it shuts the window. I think it is I think it's April the 1st, isn't it? The window shut. So do a 24-hour stream and the drunk stream, yeah, Steve, yeah, and the drunk stream, yeah. I probably could. Want to drown my sorrow sometimes with what's happening with my bloody club at the moment, but no, unlike some, I still think we're going to stay up. I still think we're still good enough to stay up. What I see enough, there are still good enough players there to keep us up. Yeah, we lost the big ones. We lost Norgard, we lost Bramo, we're probably going to lose Visser. But, we always come back. We've lost big players before, with the likes of Watkins and so forth. We lost them all before. And still, they all left, and we still got players in. We still got replacements. We still done just as well. We bring in the gems somehow. We do it. And I think that'd be the case again here. I really do. Yeah, they were lower leagues. We've done all that. It's the Premier, and it's important to get it right. Because if we don't, it could mean going down. It could be that we go back down. But, we're going to have five seasons in the Premier. That's amazing. That is incredible. So, whatever happens next season, it's 5 seasons in the Premier. And that's something to be happy about and be pleased about, achievement for us. So, I just do think we can stay up, though. I really do. And I hate all these people that are saying we're doomed, keep saying we're doomed. And I know there's a lot of teams that hate us as well. So be it. If they want to think that, I don't give a shit. But do you watch many channels at Warren's Team Talk? I think he does. He does watch a few. Well, he watches mine. I know that. I mean, he's come on here as well, hasn't he, Warren? So I don't know if whether he watches yours, Rich. I don't know. He might do. Trying to think what other ones he does watch. I know some Del Boys. Definitely watches Del Boys, didn't you? and what's his name? The bald guy, the volcano, Walshy. He watches his. Definitely they go on there. I'm sure you used to watch Diesels and that. It was Diesels and Claude's obviously when he was still alive. Young Terence, he's one. He's now still streaming. I believe he's still doing something at the moment. I haven't seen it, but apparently he's doing stuff. I think with maybe with Warren as well. And Kyle, yes, Kyle Walsh, the volcano. But I don't know. You'll have to ask Warren because I know he's in contact with him, maybe. So you may have to ask him. The Boise bus. Yeah, old Boise. Okay, Dale boy. Play on, come on, Dale. Get off the pot. You're not going to play. Sorry, I do my Boise impression. Trying to, anyway. Yeah. Yeah, it's the laugh. It's not great either, I know. I actually met I met him, the guy that was Boise, is it what's his name? David Chalice. I think it's David Chalice, was it? Something Chalice. Anyway. I met him once at theatre along here, him and Marlene, Sue Holderness. I met them both. Really nice people, really great people. You know, actors and yeah, they're actors, but they're really, you know, just not down to earth people. He was great. I felt it was really sad when he passed away. I think it was trying to think how many years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe something like that. That he passed away. So it was a real shame. I'm just glad I got to meet him before he did pass away. I tried doing an impression of him when I was there, and he was quite impressed with it, but I think he was just being nice. It wasn't that great, really. I mean, you got some of it here. I just tried doing it here, that impression, and it's okay. I've done a lot better than that impression. So I used to do quite a lot of impressions on that, on He Falls and Horses. So I used to do Grandad. Come on, Dale. What are you doing there, Dale? I used to do that a lot. And what was it? Oh, Uncle Albert. During the war, I used to do all that, you know. And what was it? I've seen the thing of it, the musical, Only Fools and Horses. So that is really funny. That is brilliant. You should go and see that. I totally recommend that, guys. Go and see that. The Upper Tier. Oh, yeah. The Boise bus is a Celtic channel. Oh, yeah. Of course it is, yeah. The Boise. Yeah, the Boise. But it looked like Boise, so that's why I've done the impression. Sorry, Warren. But yeah, the Grandad impression was brilliant. Cheers, yeah. At least that one was, yeah. I used to do a little bit of Trigger. All right, Dave. Used to do all that a little bit at times. But yeah, I'm not a total impressionist, of course. So not fantastic at them, but yeah, I just love that show. Only Fools and Horses, so funny. Never be another one like that, I'm afraid. Such a shame. And a lot of them have passed away, that cast, unfortunately. But still some around. Should be thankful. David Jason, of course, Nicholas Lyndhurst, all around still. Sue Holderness, Tessa Pete Jones, Gwyneth Strong. A lot of them still going well. I think the guy that's Mickey Pearce, I think he's still around. Yeah. And The guy's Denzel, of course, he's still alive. Yeah, Arthur Daly, brilliant. Yeah. I loved all that, Minder, brilliant. Yeah, they still show that, of course, and the one with Terry, best one, Dennis Waltman, was superb. Didn't like the one where he had his, I think it was Gary Webster. I think was it his nephew or something. Didn't really like that one. That one where they brought it back with Shane Ritchie. Was it a few years back now? I'm trying to think how long ago it was now. But they did sort of make a comeback with it, reboot thing. They had Shane Ritchie as, I think he was he something to do with Arthur Daly's son or nephew or something or other, and someone else. So I thought it was okay. It's probably as nearly as good as the original. Definitely one with Gary Webster. No, that weren't as good. The originals are the best. Inspector Chisholm, brilliant. Yeah. Patrick Malahide, yeah. He left that. He went to do a lot in America. A lot of things, films. I see him in the film the other day, actually. It was an old film, about 95, Long Kiss Goodnight. He was in that. They've done quite a lot of things in America, I believe. A lot of films and so forth. Very good actor, that guy. Brilliant, superb. Always loved him as Chisholm. He was brilliant, Superb. What you doing, Daly? Tell me, Daly, what's going on? And I loved his Welsh mate, his Welsh partner. What was his name? Jones, wasn't it? Was it Jones? The old Taffy guy, the Welsh guy that was with him. He used to know more than he did. He used to have a lot more input, a lot more intelligence. But yeah, he was. It was great. I loved that, Minder. Dave behind the bar. What, Dave? Brilliant show. I remember them when he used to do them songs as well, and of course Dennis Waltman, he was superb. He sung nearly every theme tune, whatever show he did. And of course he done that. I got that. I remember getting that record. I could be so good for you, and all that. Love me like you want me to, and all that. Sorry guys, I'm off on one now, singing. Shouldn't be doing that. People will be leaving. The views will be going down. The subs will be going. No, but no, that was brilliant. It takes me back. Good times, better times, happy times. Superb. Back then, the retro times back in the day, superb. And yeah, so he pretty much sung every theme tune going, whatever he was in, Dennis Waterman. And like for Stay Lucky, if people remember that, Stay Lucky, On the Up. He done all that. He done what's the other ones? He done New Tricks, which was more recent. Trying to think. He done a lot of singing for these shows. He had a very good voice, great voice. He was on stage. He'd done a lot of stuff on stage as well, singing and dancing and whatever. So he's brilliant, Dennis Waterman. No one went too soon, I think. A shame. But anyway, guys, we're kind of getting off the subject, but it's been good and I've enjoyed this stream. It's brilliant. If anyone does want to get any more comments quickly before I go, because we're coming up to like 2 hours, so I'm going to bounce very soon now. So if there's anything more, it's probably more about football, will be good. But of course, I don't mind talking about some of that. What we've just been talking about, Reminder and Only Fools and things, but I don't mind having a little chat about that. But yeah, this has been good. Good start for the Bees. Only a 1-1. Should have been a win, a big win. But it's looking good for us. I think we're getting confidence on this. We're getting to know what Andrews is about, what he's going to do. I like the fact that he played them youngsters, all them in the second half. Pretty much a whole team of 20-year-olds almost. All pretty much 20-year-olds, I think. All early 20s, most of them, or middle 20s. So forth. So, young players. I'm glad. You can do that in these sort of games, in friendlies and all that. So, he might do it again against QPR. And that'd be good. I hope he does. I don't mind that. Do it while you can in friendlies. That's what England should do, but they don't. I know that what German Wally Tuchel, what he does. He just brings all the old ones back, all the tried and trusted or whatever they think. Keeps playing them, Henderson and Walker and all that lot. It's not good enough, guys. It's shit. Fucking stupid. It's out of order. And he's, a fucking German Southgate, as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, no, I'm glad with this. I'm glad what Andrews is doing here. Maybe he could be a good choice after all. But it remains to be seen. We still got a long way to go. The season hasn't started, so I'm going to find out. We're going to find out, aren't we? Very soon now. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to bounce. Unless there's any more comments. Thanks to everyone that's been in the live chat. Obviously, Rich, Warren, Darren, all the people there, basically. People watching on live or on playback. Thanks for all that. That's been good. Brilliant. Please keep smashing those likes and subbing. Don't let my singing or impressions or whatever put you off. I hope not. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed it all. And till the next one, which will probably be Monday. Will probably be another transfer one or something for the Bees. I will be doing a buzz one fairly soon, which will be going over who's going to be where, who's, going to finish where. Like a tier thing, maybe. That may be next week or might be sometime early in August. But there's plenty more to come, guys. Please keep subbing. Keep following me, subbing, and everything, likes and everything, guys. Thanks for your love and support. And until the next one, guys, I'm out of here. Cheers, everyone. Thanks. Bye. Bye. Bye.